Welcome to this video. Hope that you enjoy it. Worked really hard on it, so it'd be nice if you liked it in the end. Leave a little like, and if you really liked it, like you love the video, just subscribe for more like it, and leave a comment saying that you really want to see more stuff like it. So this is sort of a series that we're doing here. This is the second style that I'm showing off, and it's a bit different than the first one. You can check out the first one, hopefully here, or in the end, so I'm gonna leave it, and without further ado, let's get into the second style for color grading stuff like this kind of shot. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Okay guys, so here is the style 2. That's pretty much it. That's how it looks. Now we're going to be going over it. I have here pretty much 7 main nodes, and to add a node you just do Alt S and then backspace when you have it selected, or let's say here, oh gosh, I don't want to backspace it for some reason, Control Z, that's going back. Fair enough. Now we are going to go piece by piece, and then stay tuned for the end of this main segment part. We're going to be showing you guys how to apply this onto your other pieces of footage that could be pretty much totally different. Okay, and without much work. So let's start. First, white balance. Easy enough. Now here, all I did is really, I picked this eyedropper tool. You press on it, and then you just press right here. Like that. Now, I'm not going to do it right now, because I did it. And I did it, and I saw the end result, and later I decided to just, it was like something like this. And it looked a bit too dull, so I didn't really like how it did, so I just lowered it to something like this. That's it. You can play with it, but usually try to start neutral. Okay, next node, saturation. Just adding some saturation. You go here, saturation 71. Pretty simple. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay guys, so now smart contrast. So let's just go here and turn it on. So what you're gonna want to do here is pretty much do something like this. Now, how do you get to it? You go here, then you open this guy, turn on Editable Splines, just left click it, and then what I did here is I sort of moved this. I'm making sure that I'm not clipping anything, and then you can sort of play with how you want to do it. You don't want it to look too compressed like this. That's crazy compressed. That looks terrible. So you're going to want it to just look good, and you're going to want this curve to not look absolutely terrible. Like, just how is a curve supposed to look? Not like that. You understand? So something like this. And then for up here, you can pretty much do length and height. So you can sort of get it to how you want it to look by playing with those parameters. I like it. No clipping. That's great. And if for some reason you do want to do something like this, but you don't want it to clip, something called low soft, but I don't really like how that looks because it does make it compressed. And compressed does not look too good, does it? So that's pretty much what I was going for in smart contrast, before after. Now skin is extremely important. So if we go here, what did I do? You can't see anything here, even though there's a little red dot, and over here you can see it over there. But what I did is you go here, and I did 2 things. One hue versus hue, one hue versus saturation. Let's start with hue versus hue. Whoa. Okay, first of all, this needs correcting. Saturation is way too much. Wow. Okay, perfect. That's better. And then now we have your hue versus hue. So how did I even get to this? First of all, open this guy, and then just get a clean patch of my skin. Okay? You're gonna want clean bath. I think doesn't need to be big. Just get the cleanest that you can get. Lower the softness here. Okay, and then press on this little button. That's gonna pretty much only show you it. Now we're gonna go here to the vector scope, and we're gonna see, well, how it is. So first of all, before it looked like that. So now we're gonna need to correct it. So we just pick that color, and also look here. Well, there's a good amount of that, and then we can pretty much see if we try to move it up, it does go back, but it doesn't. So it's not easy, okay? But we are gonna need to play with it for the all the different parts of it to move and get aligned. You understand? And it doesn't need to be perfect on that line. It just needs to be close enough. Okay? So here, if we just try to bring it a bit closer. That's better, I think. That's closer. And now, if we just go like that, and then we turn off this, it's gonna look terrible. Obviously, because that's how it works. So, the reason for this is because we messed everything up in Smart Contrast. Gosh. Or in Saturation. One of them. I think in Smart Contrast, we made it way too contrasty. Here, something like that. Okay, and if I go in here, should be easier to just add a tad bit. And that looks good. You also don't want to add too much. Okay, it doesn't need to be perfectly aligned. It's fine. It just needs to look good, but you do want to make that change. Wait, we still have saturations if you're here before. You just go here, go like this, pick where you want, add enough saturation. You want to be around here, okay, if you have the doubler on. If you have here, show 2x, okay, so you're going to want it to be around this level. That should be your skin tones, usually, depending on, you know, what type of skin or whatever, but this is a nice way to sort of put it. Okay, now, next we got here a special thing that I did here, which is, did I not name it? Okay, naming it, blue. So pretty much, before this guy, it was all blue. Now it's more like a turquoise. How did I do that? Just went here, and I picked hue versus hue. You see here this big thing? That's the color. This guy might not be the color. So I'm actually, let's say I don't want to pick it. Okay, like that's sort of my shirt there. If I don't want to pick my shirt, you can see now it's sort of saved it. Then I can just go like this, and then this guy, perfect. So if we see here, before after, it literally just changed the hue. That's pretty much all I did there. I could also make it green. Okay, now the problem with making it green from that blue is it's gonna mess it up. It just doesn't look the same quality, okay? So you don't want to do too much, because the more you do, the lower quality it's gonna look. Okay, so something like that, it is a lot, yes. Like that's a pretty high number, but it's not crazy. And you can also technically go down if you want, but try to do it if you're doing here like I'm doing, 2 level, try to keep them pretty much leveled. You could copy paste, but you don't need to. That's pretty much that. Then here, light glow. So this is, I'm just calling it a light glow because it's not a crazy strong glow. And I'm even actually going to just adjust it a bit more even, yeah. What it does is it gives more emphasis on my face. The reason I did it because I just wanted to add a glow feature in here. You go here, soft light, play with this guy, and pretty much keep it something around here. Play with the spread, okay? Want it above 0.5 usually. Play with the brightness, okay? Play with the opacity, and get something that looks a bit better than before. Do Control D, see before after. Then we have grain, which is the sort of icing on the cake. Now you might be asking, why do you want grain? Because it makes it look more cinematic. But don't you try to do denoiser? Yes, I do sometimes do a denoiser. And we're going to do a video on why this actually looks good and stuff. So, yeah, why it's better than normal noise and digital. Okay. So that's that. Wow, too much, I know. But now I'm going to just drop this guy in. After all that work, and I'm just going to, oopsie, Control Z, go here and press the scroll wheel on it and copy everything from this guy to here. Now, first impression doesn't look too bad, but it looks pretty bad, okay? That's way crazy bad, okay? So what we're gonna do is fix it up. Now, all we need to do is literally just start from the top, but do like how I'm doing. I just go here, okay, like how I'm showing you guys, okay. Select that for the background, or maybe even my eye, because the light in the background and on me is a bit different. So, yeah, you could do that. The depends really what type of look you're going for. I'm going to select the background, fine with me, add some saturation. We could lower it for this shot a bit. It's a pretty saturated shot. Then this brightness stuff looks terrible. OMG. So how are we gonna fix it? Well, we just sort of lower that a bit. Here, we need a waveform for this. Oh gosh. Control D, we had some stuff clipped. That's a crazy amount clipped. So we're just gonna do here a bit of high soft. Actually, no, high soft isn't good. It only does like the crazy tops, and I still want them to stay clipped. So something like this, just stretching it out a bit more. Okay. It's also a very bright shot what we got here. And I do want though some low soft because we didn't have any low clipped. Okay, and that looks not too bad actually. Does add contrast. I do lose a bit in the skin of like the quality, I guess you could say. It's a bit too much contrasty for me, for my liking. So I am just going to lower that a bit. Wow, that actually looks really good. I'm just don't like how it's lowering for there. You know what? That's definitely an improvement, and you can see contrast in the hair. Not too much. I like that. Skin is going to be different pretty much in every shot, except I guess here because it's the same, you know, subject, me, and yeah, and it's about the same lighting. So we're just gonna get something like this. Actually, you know what, let's do it professionally. I'm not just gonna wing it. Let's add this guy, do this, go like that, select me, and then here, go there. Why do I not have my skin thing? Ooh, yes, that is way too red. Perfect. This time we actually need to go under. That's cool. Awesome. That looks better. Now we can see here before, after, and also, what about contrast, bruh? So, sorry, not contrast, saturation. Okay, that looks actually real good. That's a bit too much for my liking, but like, how about that? Then blue, well, we don't really need this blue stuff in our shot. Like this node for blueness, so we can just turn them off. Okay, because I don't really have here a blue background. Now a light glow, that's fine for me, truthfully. That looks fine, and then the grain. And then we have here a graded, you know, stylized shot with the style too. So again, if you guys want me to sort of find a makeshift way that you guys could copy these styles, like I could sort of sell the styles or whatever, like you don't need to make yourself, but I don't really think I should do that because it's so easy. It's really easy. Look, I just showed you guys how to do it, how to create it, and then the way that you copy it, let's say I have another project and I want to use the same style. So I can't actually drop it in here because it just won't work. You won't be able to copy it, won't save it. But what you can do is go here, copy, then go to this button, and then project manager, and then open your new project, your other project, and then it's just gonna stay, and then you just go to the end, do paste, and then what you need to do, let's say this guy is ungraded shot, okay? Wait for a second. Okay, let's say it's ungraded. Then you just go boom, and then it gets graded. You understand? That's the idea. So let's just get to the outro, shall we? Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and check out these other videos, especially the one of Style 1. This is sort of going to be a cool series if you guys continue to like it. So just leave a little like down there if you like it. So I pretty much have nothing else to say. Oh, and giveaway. Check the giveaway video. That's also important. Okay, bye.